Now we all know that saying, don't we? Charity begins at home. But for some celebrities, charity begins with them. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London, and that is your political news story coming out of London today. And basically it's a refresher story to remind ourselves exactly when celebrities think of themselves, they are literally thinking of themselves. Let me take you back, of course, to that terrible campaign a few years ago, which is still ongoing now, all about the migrant boats coming across the very dangerous channel, and of course the people who are paying thousands of pounds out of their own money to risk their lives for a better start here in England. Nothing wrong with that at all, but here's of course where the story gets murky, simply because once you throw into the mix celebrities who simply want to raise their profile, then you have to wonder what the real agenda is. Now, as you know, we saw lots of celebrities basically coming out on the bandwagon from the likes of J.K. Rowling, Yvette Cooper, Gary Lineker, Benedict Cumberbatch, all of these big names saying refugees welcome. In fact, the actor Benedict Cumberbatch, who I spotted earlier this week quaffing champagne over at the tennis tournament Wimbledon, stood on stage with a placard basically saying refugees welcome. Well, fast forward a few years after Benedict was stood on that stage with that placard saying refugees welcome, and it appears that, well, they are still welcome, but no, he hasn't had time, as he promised, to give a home to a refugee. Neither has, well, quite a few of the celebrities. Well, no, that's not true, in fact. Gary Lineker, well, I'm sure he let that refugee in his house, but we're not quite sure exactly how long he was able to stay at Lineker Mansions, despite being one of the highest paid celebrities at the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation. And this is where it gets really ridiculous, simply because I'm pointing out to you that yes, celebrities say yes, they're welcome, but they're welcome as long as they're not close to them and don't interfere with their celebrity lifestyles. And when you look at a lot of these people that I've mentioned, they don't just have one, but they have 2 and 3 homes around the world. But even with all of that space, it appears that they can't find space for the refugees that they love so much. Neil Sean in the heart of London.